bothered me. I go to hit the enter key right here, and it's got these stupid white keys.
Oh, I never realized that.
And it's not on the 500. It's not on the 500 or 2000. But I always hit it because I'm always hit it with that, and then I know if I could take this guy.
So they put two alt keys?
No. Well, one alts for the two alts.
Yeah, they.
Oh.
Yeah, these kind of
Oh,
looks
I
that
see.
way.
Here's the other arrow key.
Yeah, and so they got so it's like the 1200 enter key, the A500 enter key, and stuff like that. But you'll notice the only mistake is this one's missing the period. And that's the one they said they were going to send out.
Yeah, but you know that's an easy fix. It'll take another 5 years.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Tiny drill bit. White paint it there.
Yeah, just put in some liquid paper. You know.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, exactly right. So.
We're gonna flip this around. Yep, it's gonna flip around. Nope.
Just aesthetic.
No, you're trying to be
Okay.
politically correct, I should say.
I've always wanted an off-color Amiga.
Okay.
And so that's why, yeah, no, that's funny. And so you couldn't, you never had case mods really for the Amiga. It's always been like, so whenever I just wanted an all-black Amiga, and so 1200, so I figured I'd give it a shot.
Chris, that looks nice.
So some of these things are in different places. I guess that's the what, left and right Amiga keys
Yeah.
there, as opposed to okay.
Yeah, you had to play it on. Yeah, I got confused because I was kind of like, where is this key? And it's like, oh, it's over somewhere. It's right there. So it's they're a little bit.
Oh,
out
so
of
do you
order.
take these keys and put them on that?
Yes.
Ah, okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah, this is just a carrier.
Yeah, okay. I thought that
Did
was
they,
the time of the keyboard.
did they include a keyboard puller?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
They have.
They better have.
And there's the space bars, and these are the
nice.
springs, and this is the puller right here. Now I don't know what these are really for. I have to look at some of this. I'm gonna have to.
That's a key.
Yeah,
pullers.
the key puller. But what are these things?
Those are probably
Those go on the bottom of like the
space bar.
space bar and anything that's got the metal.
Oh, the
Yeah.
little
spring thing on
spring.
the
Yeah,
back.
the longer keys.
Okay.
You snap in the bottom.
Stabilizers and such. Oh yeah, all the springs for your keys. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So.
Mm-hmm.
So now we'll see if I have a compatible keyboard.
Oh, you snap out of those holes.
Yeah, it has to have a certain size hole.
I think that doesn't look like it's a long time.
Yeah, it's the most common one. The one that I thought it may not work with is the chicken lips one that I have.
Oh, you will not.
Yeah, because it's got a mechanical keyboard on it. I think, and I wouldn't swap it out anyway.
that one actually has keys that don't yellow like the other ones.
Yeah, it's nice. It's backwards quality.
I managed to score one of those too, huh? Oh, it's
Do you want this box?
Yeah. No, this stupid
Can I
spring.
yeet the spring?
Did something jump out?
I think the spring jumped
I
out.
saw some.
Oh,
I've got
wonderful.
replacement springs, but
You got new
Yeah, but still.
moved away somewhere.
Do these come off of this?
yeah, they just pull them off and stick them on. Pull them off and stick them on. Wow. It's probably not that big of a deal.
It's spring searching time.
Yeah,
Hopefully they give you
exactly.
other ones.
Yeah, he got a spare, but still.
Yeah, it's a,
Oh, I see it right by your foot. It's right by your right foot.
there it is. Good call.
Oh, wow.
Kind of hard to see.
Yeah, no kidding. Against this floor for sure.
Yeah, no kidding. So, but yeah, I guess it has replacements.
Well, if you're filming this, we ought to be able to see where it lands.
That's right.
Gotta zoom in.
Zoom in. There it goes.
New keyboard. Or new keys.
Yeah, new keys, new case. So
So we're gonna zoom in this much so you don't see the tripod.
yeah.
So you got space bars, a couple kinds, I guess. Oh, a couple different lengths, slightly, I guess.
Yeah, I guess for different ones. I think the only ones that these aren't compatible with is the A600.
So tell me a little bit again now that I'm filming. I guess where'd you buy this from and kind
It
of
was
what?
originally, these were originally Kickstarters, and this one was from. I bought this one because I don't trust Kickstarter,
Sure.
and so I've known people who have had Kickstarters and they have all the best intentions in the world, so I bought that one from a Amiga retailer.
Okay.
I think like Amiga on the left, or whoever sells them around
That's
here.
probably a good idea.
And
I need
so-
to get a replacement for my 500 to be honest. That one's crumbling.
But this one, I was like, since it was the same guys who made this, and I didn't get on board with it last time, I was like, okay, sure, yeah, they're gonna do keys, and that was in 2017.
Oh, wow.
So, but like I said, they, and these are just the black set. They haven't sent me the replacement. I just ordered 2 white sets also.
It's interesting to see the yellowing pattern. This row's not yellow. This row's not yellow. This one is, except for the F and J,
I know.
kind of.
It is bizarre, isn't it? I have no idea. I mean, the oils from your hands from typing over time I don't know if I were to just completely speculate.
Right.
But
Weird.
yeah, so kind of a little dirty too.
I would imagine. I mean, it's not like out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah. So, but anyway, that's why I've had the case sitting in my closet for years and years and years.
Wow.
And I didn't want to,
Well, good.
I guess I better put them on as I take them off so I don't forget which order that they're in. I guess I can look at a picture, but still.
So you don't just want to use this whole plate and swap it right out, or?
No, it didn't work like that. Yeah,
Okay.
It's just a holder.
I see. So you can't really.
It
just
looks
in the
kind
back.
of like that too. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Oh yeah, obviously. This being way up here, that'd be kind of dumb, huh?
Yeah. But yeah, that's why I hate these though. I mean, it's just like I wish. I don't know if I could replace. I would replace both of those because my 500 doesn't have that. My 500 has the long one. But this right here, when I'm typing, I keep trying to hit enter and I keep hitting that stupid thing.
Right. Does it do anything?
No.
No. Weird.
It does on an international keyboard.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what is there for. So the US ones
Uh-huh.
have the long key there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They call this big ass enter and they call this upside down ass enter, kind of in the keyboard parlance.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I forgot that you guys know so much about the keyboard stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I just ordered a membrane for a keyboard that I got that's bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you got to make sure you have one for the long enter or the short enter.
Right.
Do you think that underneath it probably will not support the long enter? You probably couldn't make that work. I bet.
It might. There's probably a key, like a little circle key holder thing here and one there, so it'll get you
might have
weight
to
on
take the whole
both.
thing apart and take the stem and everything out from under there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's typically.
Because there's nothing under that spot.
No, it's not like there's a stabilizer or anything. Yeah. And you've got your key puller there already
I got
too.
some of like the Swedish keyboards that have like some really weird characters.
Oh yeah. Need to have a much bigger keyboard.
This is interesting. Here's a meta game.
Oh no, are they like twisted together?
Like, yeah.
Oh, lovely. So that's what happens.
There we go.
It's like your slinky whenever you get it.
Yeah.
Right.
something like that.
So I was just gonna say I've got young children that like to mess with the slinky, so I'm always untwisting it.
Like your slinky's been in the closet for 6 months when you were a kid and you bring it out, it's like, a big knot.
Time to throw it.
I wonder if I'm gonna have to use the puller to take it off here.
Let me see.
Go under there.
I'm gonna put this on mute on my laptop. I'm gonna sign in and join the chat in case anybody wants to chat and say hi to us. Move this up.
The cheapest IC pullers. It's just basically a green loop of metal with the little grabbers on the side. That's what I use to get the keys off.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I guess that works too.
It works surprisingly well as long as when you're pulling them, you can pull them straight up with it.
Yep.
You have to use some care. I've never broken a key or a stem or anything with it.
Well, and this is not thin enough. Let's go with this guy here.
Do you find it as good as they keep saying it is, that fix-it thing?
You know, it's come in handy more than you know. You know, especially having these guys, and especially since I'm an adult now and will actually put them back when I'm done using them.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
That makes a big difference. There we go. So, all right, let's give this a shot. Did I just push those back together again? I'm sure you did.
I don't know if these are the same, I just twist them, eventually they'll untwist from,
Oh, that's a good call. There you go. Yeah, good call.
like you get a little stack here, you just start twisting the one on the end and eventually they'll let
You've
go.
had to, yeah, you've had to deal with this before.
I mean, I just throw them in a big bin.
Yeah, I'm gonna set these so I don't
With
get
springs,
confused.
and then they invariably get stuck together, so. Every keyboard I buy, I have to clean.
Yeah, and I
You can't
need
type on those
to.
things when they're not clean. You know, they come disgusting.
All right.
Often you get between your
If I knew they were that disgusting, then. There's
Yeah.
a thing about having your own disgusting keyboard or somebody else's.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There's
These are
a
the ones you brought us.
I have a,
psychological difference there.
I have this big old shelf of keyboards from Computer Reset, and I'm slowly going through,
Oh,
cleaning
yeah.
all those things up, and some of them look like they had
When I got it, I
stuff
opened it up.
spilled all over the inside.
I've cleaned this before, but since it's been sitting in my closet, the dust has shown up again.
Design.
But I'll make it home.
Later,
It's
it's
just
just model if they
Yeah.
maybe just.
Yeah, it's just dust.
Sometimes it discontinued
You
altogether.
know. But I'm not the original owner of this one. I had a 500. It's kind of.
Yeah.
But it worked
And
as
You
what
said you have like a
they
full.
were claiming, there's the owners, no mention.
Yeah.
of
I didn't even know that that's what it was
I
until
couldn't
somebody
say,
pointed it out to
hey,
me. I didn't even know there was a different kind.
And
And I always thought it was just another 500 with just a,
No,
you know,
no,
a different
no.
key, different symbol on the Commodore logo.
Whatever.
So
But I'm like,
I was like,
man, I wouldn't mind if I'm running at full speed, but the Morpho thing really killed me. I'm like, you know, and it's honestly, it worked with the Mac watching it work with the Morpho. Those guys need to fix their problems.
Yes, you don't even need new springs, right? Just, the old springs aren't even.
Just worked very
they're
good.
not, but I'm kind of like,
You got it.
Graphics card.
I got them, yeah. It's kind of like, if it,
For the G5s.
that's big. This might be time consuming.
You think Martians, you think that.
But anyway. Let's see how this works. Cool.
All right.
Now these guys, I'll probably know more about that. I think they have little, things that you have to be careful not to break off.
I only take them down, take them apart completely, and so you would take, I would take all the square ones off because they don't have the metal pieces, and then you can get in and remove the ones with the metal square.
Wait, so,
Easier.
so you're saying, wait, I didn't quite follow you.
Well, right, so this one's got a metal piece, this one's got,
Yeah.
this one, this, probably a couple of these,
Right.
and Space Pro. I mean, I strip them totally, and I take all the keys off, but I'll do these last, because sometimes you gotta get into there and fold the keyboard back to get that little metal piece to
Okay.
unclip from the bottom of the key.
Gotcha. So that might be a little
But
bit
you can also
easier.
just reach in here.
And then-
pull this.
And then, you know, what I could do is just make sure you just take a
Sometimes you
picture
just
of
do
it.
this.
Which one was that?
That's all.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a photo right quick. So that's what I do now, working on my car, putting
Oh, yeah,
everything else. I
always.
take lots of pictures and stuff like that. So.
Mm-hmm.
I was just looking at this, trying to see if that would give us any clue as to how that works.
Yeah.
Turn on the
yeah,
gimbal
I'm
here, it's gonna
but
go
I think I'm
nuts.
gonna do what David said. I'm gonna just
All right.
strip
Now
it
we're
all
gonna
off
do
first,
this.
and then.
This one's got the regular.
There we
strip
go.
in the middle.
And we're back.
And these two pieces here, take two of those.
Okay.
Do it like you take tests, do the easy part first.
Hey, otherwise you might run out of time, right?
Exactly.
I'm just gonna take all these. Just, I don't know.
One more box.
I don't know. Yeah, or just.
That's all our coffee cups over
It
here.
doesn't really matter. I just don't want to. Yeah, I don't think I need any. I just want to make sure that they gave me enough. You know, because what happens if I take them all off and I don't have enough?
You could move this table to go over there, if that would be fun.
Oh, there you go.
That was a good idea.
I think I could probably throw all these pictures. But anyway, yeah, I just kind of brought this along to have something to, while we were BSing, so
You're showing tell today.
I guess I'm show and tell, so. Let me get to where I'm a little.
Hey, has anyone played around with Amiga 3 yet?
Amiga 3?
No, Amiga.
Pi Amiga, not yet.
No, I haven't. I honestly, I hadn't had time to even mess around with any of my Amigas recently, so that's why I was like, you know, this would be a good opportunity to do that.
Yeah. You know, the last thing I brought from my Amiga was like a month ago was the micro search chroma key for doing blue screening.
Yeah.
And crap, I didn't realize on the ad that it was the toaster version.
Uh-huh.
It didn't come with the cable for the regular plain Amiga, the RGB cable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, crap. I don't have a toaster.
Darn.
I'm gonna have to resell that thing.
Oh no.
That's
You
so
can't just
bad.
get the cable for it?
No, I called so MicroSearch was merged with some of the company back in the 90s.
Hmm.
And I messaged that company, they're still down in Houston, but no one replied. I go, hey, in your archives, by any chance you have a wiring diagram or this part?
Mm-hmm.
No reply.
Of course.
Is that something that you can look on eBay or?
I'm searching on eBay, but I haven't seen it. I did go on Amiga Love and the English Amiga board and posted there, hey, does anyone have maybe the pinouts to make this cable? Because it's like RGB on both ends, but it has I think it's like a 5-pin or 9-pin cable that you plug into the chroma key. But man, I'm like, and originally when they would sell that, they didn't include that cable, but they have a sticker on the box because this guy had the box, and it said, and on the sticker says, if you're needed for non-video toaster, contact us and we'll ship it to you for free of charge.
Oh, wow.
I'm like,
Boo. That's like yeah. If you need 3.5-inch discs, when they sell it to you with 5 1/4-inch discs, that just we'll send you the other ones. You're like, nah.
like man, but of course like the cool thing is okay. I have the original. I sure brought that man. Had the original box and all that stuff, but it doesn't have the manual, which I found the manual online. There's supposed to be 2 floppy disks that just have background images that you can use, and it's supposed to have a blue screen, which those are easily replaceable.
Yeah.
But just that effing cable. I have the toaster.
And the reason I'm kind of asking is sometimes when I've got people's collections and stuff over time, dude, I've gotten cables that I don't know what they go to. I've never seen them before, and it's sometimes it's in a box. And so if I know what it looks like, I might recognize it. It doesn't. The only thing is, it doesn't sound like anything I've ever seen before.
Well, it sounds like it's a 9-pin end on one side and some composite ends, I guess, on the other side, I guess.
Well, it's 9-pin on one side that plugs into the Chroma Key Plus, but on the other end, it's like an RGB pass-through.
Like a BNC or something?
No, it's just the 23-pin, 23.
Oh, I
So
see.
you plug into the Amiga and then you go to the monitor, and this thing's in the middle.
Oh, wow.
But it's like, I think it's just, I figure out what goes soldered where, but I don't want to blow up my Amiga doing it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Some weird resistor or something you'll need.
yeah.
But I'm like, man, and I've always wanted that thing. I'm like, oh, crap.
There's got to be a way to,
Someone has to have one of those that they can do just start.
Might just
only
be
come out.
easier to find yourself a video toaster.
Yeah, really. That would probably be.
What? Yeah, I've had those. The old ones, dude. I sold them for like $20.
The 2000, the toaster.
The original ones. They're
Yeah.
I
just
have one.
out of dated now.
But I don't have a 2000.
Yeah.
For the 3000,
Oh.
you gotta cut the days.
Mm-hmm.
So those things fit in the 3000.
That's
Yeah, toaster.
I don't know. It's kind of like most of the people that I run into don't want the toaster because it's just typically because it's antiquated, and stuff like that. But
It's got
Oh,
one
the top
plus
that
that
was-
it has, I think it's got 2 megabytes of of memory that you could then repurpose.
Oh, really?
To your 2000 or 500. Because if you just really want to take it apart and not.
Yeah, the Tulsa was cool back in the day. Man.
It was awesome. Lightwave. I used to use Lightwave,
Yeah.
and that was awesome to do like 3D stuff. So.
Yeah,
Thanks, sir.
You know, I never got into Lightwave. I always used back in the day Imagine.
I've heard good things about that.
Yeah, but Lightwave, the animator on Lightwave was far superior in my opinion. But let's say the modeler, until they got onto version 3 of Lightwave, Imagine modeler was so much better.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't spend a whole lot of time with it. It was kind of like I always had something else going on. But,
Oh, yeah.
You know.
I mean, it's just time consuming to stay there and start modeling stuff.
Mhm.
I'm almost like, don't have the energy
Oh,
for
yeah.
it.
Yeah. I mean, that's like what I use Maya for now. Oh, the license expired. And it was like, man, I was like, am I going to pay these people, $30 a month for just the base version or $70? It's like, no.
Likely never going to use it or something.
Yeah, or not use it enough to justify it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Certainly not making money off of it.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. But I wanted it, but that's what they taught in class. And it's good. I learned a lot. And I made some cool animations and stuff. But
Yeah.
it's a lot of work. That's the kind of.
No kidding.
Yeah, but too bad Newtek, they killed Lightwave. I remember back in the 90s, Lightwave, on the forums, there was issues with, I think it was after version, when 6 or 7 came out, there were lots of issues with Lightwave, bugs.
Oh, really?
And if you would go to the Lightwave forums and just, say, hey, there's a bug here, those Lightwave fanatics would jump on you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it got bad. It got to the point that, and someone made I recently found, I think about a year ago, someone made on YouTube a video that's called, I think, Why Lightwave Died, or The Death of Lightwave.
Oh, really?
And he explains this stuff. What I saw in the 90s, in the mid to late 90s, and it just pushed it down. Also, with the head programmers leaving, they left. The main guys that developed Lightwave left. And the crazy thing about it is they formed their own company. And
Software developers tend to do that, especially whenever you're like, they get
those
disgruntled.
two guys and like the head project manager and Newtek and some of the other programmers, they left and they formed this 3D program, I think it's called Mobro, which is really what Lightwave reincarnated to.
Sure.
But that's owned by Foundry, which makes Katana. That's the top animation software company.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So let's say
I'd never heard
of
of it.
You ever see the Justice League movie? That's what Superman and all those guys. So they made one like version 1. I never saw it. I heard it was awful. That one's done with Katana. Then they redid the Snyder edition. Excuse me, that was done with Maya. Then they redid a couple of years ago the Snyder edition. That's done with Katana.
Oh,
And they use all this suite of software that Foundry has. Also Spider-Verse, same thing with the Foundry software. I think they're British, but Lightwave is still alive. It's a different name.
So it is still alive.
It's still alive with a different name. I don't know if the original guys are still with the company. Because I think it was called, when they separated, they called the company, I think it was called Luxor or something like that.
And they went to found a
And then
casino
Foundry-
in Las Vegas.
No kidding.
Yeah, but yeah, that's probably right now one of the higher end of the 3D software. So it's kind of nice to see that.
Yeah, I mean, Maya at least came out with, because when I went to school, we used 3ds Max, 3D
Yep.
Studio Max. But dude, it was kind of like you either had to get a pirated copy or you got a student copy, or it was like $4,000 or something like that. And it's just kind of like, you know what? So so whenever Autodesk bought out Alias that made Maya, it was like, that was really like, it really made me angry. But at least Autodesk now for Maya has a kind of a slimmed down version that you can still use. So it's only like $30 a month instead of like $90 a month.
My
But
God.
still, if that's what you do, at least that's at least tolerable.
Yeah.
It's hard to be indie and do anything whenever you got costs like that. And you know what? And it's kind of like, sure, I could get a pirated copy or something like that, but it's just like, you know that if you just don't want to be in that situation if you ever have somebody knocks on your door or I don't know. Just
that's true.
I mean, I don't know. It's just.
Yeah, I think that's why Blender's gotten so popular.
That's right, definitely.
For sure.
I've been trying to switch over to Blender. I took out a Udemy course on that, but it's just another thing about time.
You know, I took a course here on Blender because I was like, this is so alien from what I'm used to. You know, I'm the quad view.
Yeah.
And so there was this gal that was teaching it. I'm like, oh my god, this is incredible.
Yeah.
I only have one course. I'm like, darn it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you can switch back and forth. It's all of the keys and stuff that you have to get to learn and things like that.
Yeah, I took a beginner course in that a long time ago, and I got bogged down with so many questions from people that had never done any 3D modeling before. It's like, okay.
That's tough. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you got to have a basic understanding of how 3D space works and things like that. Otherwise, you get,
Yeah, it can get tricky. But yeah, I'd messed around with Blender a little bit. Long time ago. Bryce, Daz Studio.
Bryce, I forgot about that one.
No, Bryce was what, scenery animator, right? Or Bryce was only a scenery animator, or
For the most part, yeah. I think that's what I use Bryce for, scenery. Well, you know, all that stuff, I guess, you can just keep running an old computer, show it to your kids or whatever, and then it's always there instead of having a subscription-based nonsense.
How's your project going, man? You finished that up, getting everything, all the chips put on, and
oh yeah, that's right. You were working on that board.
I brought it before Christmas.
Yep.
okay, yeah, that's what I get for not being here.
I'll just review the video from last month, I guess.
Okay.
Now I got one of them that works.
Did you
The
see
second
when they
one
put down
doesn't,
new text
doesn't work.
warehouse?
Second board, I was
Down
on
here
here
in-
at the time.
You have to figure
Well,
it
I'll show you
out.
something.
It's fine.
Well, we
They
were talking about
found-
it earlier, I think.
The Amiga 3200 and the 3400 that Commodore sent
Some of
them.
the tracks. And
Oh,
Gosh.
no.
I heard over that.
Yeah.
When did you hear that?
That was it. They actually auctioned them off on eBay.
3000.
Oh, dang.
I was trying to.
They were,
I was
you know,
trying
they
to
take,
fix.
no one knew if they were running or working.
Mhm.
The main difference was it's like a 3000,
Replace a socket.
but they
And I ended
had,
up
one
pulling out
had
one of the
dual
traces.
68020, the other one had dual
So that's why I ended
68030.
up-
How interesting.
But there was a
Somebody else to work
model,
on
a
it.
prototype that Commodore made of the 3000 that had AGA
that was
chips
the
in
only
it.
Yeah, that was the original,
Yeah.
yeah, that was going to be the chips, but they changed them to save money.
What's it
and-
supposed to? What's the name?
But they showed it, you can see they had the motherboards there, the cases were gone. They don't have any idea what happened to the cases. They had the motherboard, you can
Just
see.
out in the open.
Yeah, so they had two 68030 sitting there side by side on one, on the 3400, and the 3200 dual 68020.
You know what, this-
I remember reading about those in Amazing Computers. They always had those rumors. They was talking about some Amigas that were
Oh,
coming.
no.
And the 3200 and 3400
The
were
gimbal
like
flipped out.
pizza box size, like what Mac was doing. You know, little thin ones and big size.
Yeah, I remember Dell started doing that back in the day.
Yeah, and that was what those were supposed to come in, was those cases like
Go
that.
ahead and say, hey, we need this to work for you.
I always wondered, what happened to them? It's like it just
Change the.
went away.
interface.
Well, when they were cleaning out the warehouse, trying to get rid of all that stuff, they found one of each in there.
In the country we need. Problem is.
And they auctioned them off on eBay.
The only people buying the 1200s were.
Man, I wish they were my company with their old hardware. They're like, they sell them to like some.
But this is a
some
USA
thing waste
model that
thing, I
this
think,
one
for
is.
$1.
And so that's
But if
why
there's
I'm
anything
surprised
you want,
that
you
this
can put a
is-
request in writing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
God, yeah, I need those NAS devices.
So I'm looking for this punch card reader for HP computers.
Really?
Yeah.
No, we don't have that.
Darn. There was actually one that showed up on eBay back in October, and I guess I just missed it.
Well, I've got 500.
It only went for $80.
I can do a 500 that has
Right, I just,
Oh,
I
it's
recently
a
had
PAL
a,
machine, right?
I didn't want to, a friend gave me
So,
an
so the ones
old,
that have the short key.
Texas Instrument, it was a calculator, but it had this
Oh, okay.
base,
Those are really.
like base with a printer on it.
Yeah.
And it had these little magnetic strips that you program and you slide them in.
Oh my
on the side.
gosh.
As far as I know,
I don't want to keep it. I'm trying to see Craigslist. No one was
Texas
interested.
Instruments?
Yeah.
I had that calculator.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah, I was,
Drop
by
it
the
off
time this.
Will.
I was writing those programs, putting them on those little magnetic cards, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was already.
And when the calculator had the red LCD type.
Yeah.
You know, I think I may have seen that listing on Craigslist, actually.
That was me then.
Yeah.
I
was
wanted
like,
to
that's
get the
wild.
printer, but the printer was almost as expensive as that darn calculator was.
Perfect on it.
Because that would eliminate the need. I kept those batteries kept dying. You'd run them for several months, or something, and they just
Oh no,
wouldn't
this
show.
thing, this thing was like a whole, almost looked like a little mattress.
Yeah.
And it had, it was, I don't think it had batteries, but you had to plug it into the wall.
Yeah, that's why I wanted that printer, because I could put that calculator on there
Yeah, mine was
and eliminate the
I don't
battery,
know.
and then you can just sit there and do it.
Oh man, if I knew I would
A
have
lot of the new
that
games
was,
that
what,
started
3 weeks
coming out,
ago.
they weren't
Oh, no.
I'm dumping that here.
Like
Of course, it's not by the
Origin
Goodwill
was
today,
the
it's not
Ultimate
there on the
series,
shelf,
they just,
but
like,
it
they
was.
stopped it.
Who
Not
knows?
Goodwill, but Texas Thrift, that's what it was.
Okay.
Cards are thick.
PC only.
Really thick. I
And
remember.
only thing
No,
that you
there
have
was
on
a
the
couple of bits
Amiga
like
is
a
what
Well, I mean, there was thick
AGA
compared to
version
tape.
of existing
Oh,
games.
And after you read it through, you had a slot just let it in, and that way you had, it told you what all your function buttons had right there written onto the card.
So to be fair, I do have a paper tape reader for this thing actually, and I just found a new spool of tape for it, a whole 300 yards of tape. I had to buy that from
And that's what
Poland.
I always use, is the
Really?
that's all I can
Yeah,
afford.
Little punched holes and things?
So-
Yeah, you punch the holes in it. This one's completely blank though. Never
Yeah,
used
you-
it.
I pushed that.
First time
7
I
megahertz
dealt with those, I was
and,
working at
1
LTV,
mega
you
RAM,
think,
I pushed that thing to its
this is
limit.
ancient technology.
Yeah.
Here they're using it to make the latest space shuttle parts.
Yep.
And they had a guy sit there run the program through, and they run that tape through, and they'd sit there and punch all them holes, run it into a spool, and they brought it out. You sit there and watch this machine doing all this automated stuff. I think, they're using that punch tape?
Yeah,
Yeah, look at it, whatever.
exactly. It's so interesting now.
They all came
It's
with
a little ASCII characters punched out there, just as long as you need it.
Or you get one where it didn't punch the thing out completely. You know?
Yep.
It'd make them
Yeah,
bad gash in the part. He's like, uh-oh. He said, I know what that is. He started going through with a magnifying glass. Oh, here it is. Punch that one out. There we go. Now we can get it done.
The hanging chads, right?
Because they use stuff there. They'll keep using it until it can't be fixed or worked anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
We were using milling machines. I get on.
Oh, exactly. That's what it is.
I was on a milling machine. I get on there and look and I see the date. Date it was made was 1936.
Yep.
Giant Cincinnati milling machine, you know.
Maybe they're just kind of like, hey, we're going out of business and we're just gonna throw whatever.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You know, those CNC people use those tapes a long, long time after everybody else ditched them.
Yeah. But
But
yeah,
they
let me
worked.
know.
And the guys that were running them have been doing it so long, they couldn't probably even get on and say anything new to do it. And
Well, I think they were also afraid of just magnets and stuff in the mills and whatever being all dirty and messing it up. Tape was reliable, was there.
I operated it with stuff here and there. Like whenever I'd order something from across the seats and I'd see something else, I'd be like, okay, go ahead and give me this for the 1200 since I'm ordering it.
Yeah.
So it's got like new ROMs on it and stuff. I think these are just the 3.21
So we're about
ROMs.
done with the keyboard.
Stuff like that. It's kind of it's kind of dirty, kind of gross. But
I'm just looking at pictures of 1200s, and all the pictures have the short end.
the short inner, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like the one you got here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm thinking that, but Ned's got a 1200, and he's going to go back and have a look to see if.
As I say, maybe I just never.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I noticed it whenever I was trying to type on it, and I kept hitting the inner key wasn't working because I wasn't hitting the inner key. I was hitting that little key, so that was like annoying, and so that's why. But by 4000, has a regular keyboard, regular full, you know.
But those are almost all sold in the US, isn't it?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's funny.
It's what countries can afford what, right? So,
Yeah, that's true. That's funny. Man.
Now you got the fun keys saved for last, it looks like.
That's, he had a pretty good idea.
so, I mean, I usually just get in here with my fingers.
I wasn't in the front.
Mhm.
I had the pedal in the back.
Is there any stabilizer? No, just typical. Oh, there is a stabilizer.
That's under there. You just gently pull them up and put them down.
What's up?
You gotta unsnap
that
it from the two
away.
little.
And then you get
Snappy
something like this
parts.
here.
This is like to eject. You rip that out, the canopy comes out, then you have to.
Get that one up there and the other side should come up. There you go.
Okay, you're the man.
Hey, what's this
Awesome.
one do?
Kind of gross under there, but dang.
That was fun. Let me see if I got the other.
Good. All right. That'll be easy because I think it was these clips right here that would break, but that's why you say those are
got new ones.
got the new ones that'll go into there. I'm gonna wipe this thing off before I.
No, I mean, really,
Yeah, if you want, sure, that'd be great.
You mean to go and get some alcohol from Vector?
Hey, if you have any, that'd be great. Steve.
Okay. Yeah, I can. When y'all want to hold the camera?
You can just sit right
I
here.
guess I can.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just hold it from here at the bottom.
Sorry.
That's all
Okay.
right. And then
I'm just
we need to change the angle of it.
Gotcha.
There's this little.
this one's the hardest one because it's got.
You break it, you bought it. No, I'm kidding.
And the space bar has smaller springs, so be careful.
Oh, it does.
It's got the two on the side are small. This
Okay.
is a normal size. Put these two off.
What do we do here?
Side.
Yeah.
Good call.
Put those off to the side there.
Good call, man. This guy knows what's up.
Yeah, and you gotta kind of get in there a little bit, real gently. And pull it.
Yeah.
Do you want another coffee cup for that?
Okay, there you
Yeah,
go.
hopefully they won't get away.
Yeah, it is kind of gross.
That's where it is. Okay.
But yeah, no, that's good to know. Yeah, you're right. Those are a little bit different springs
Yeah,
going on there.
they're small. They go in these tubes.
Yeah. Let's see. We'll take.
And then once you got those off, you put those other ones back on, and then you put all this.
There you go. I might do that first, unless they gave me a replacement spring for that. Which I don't think they would.
If they did, can you find it?
Yeah, I was kind of like,
Well, once we get all these little things off of there, if you're a good touch typist, why put the keycaps back on? I mean, you know.
You gotta have the spring to pull up on the plungers, or else they're all pushed down.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I did not.
Not-
Oh,
I did not-
okay.
I didn't know that
Didn't know
either.
that.
Not every key is pressed right now.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Here's supplies.
Awesome. Thanks, Steve-O. I'm gonna move this crap out the way, or
Sit on the floor, maybe, or behind you on the.
yeah. Knowing me, I'd probably trip over and step on it or something. That's me. I should probably just throw those in the trash. I don't anticipate needing
Which one,
it.
the
I
old
guess
ones?
actually, no.
You don't want the keys.
I was gonna say, you know what? I'll
Somebody will
probably
take the
some of you put them on eBay. It's like someone's missing a key, but yeah, no, if you want them, you can have them.
Yeah. 'cause
Don't worry
got one
about
of
it.
the European keyboards. I need a couple.
We'll get this thing back in
Okay,
action.
then be my guest, brother.
All right, I'll get a couple of those.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
something to know what happened.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
I'll just restart it. Yeah, restarting the gimbal.
Now this one's gonna be kind of interesting. Caps the lock. Okay, that's how that works. It has the little light in there. I didn't know how that worked.
Yeah.
But it's just like a
When you
little
take them
light.
apart to clean them, there's a little, be careful with that guy, because this guy's own little rubber contacts.
Yeah, I'll just start putting it in there. Now this one's the one, like you say, it's gonna pull straight up, you know.
Yeah, sorry, we didn't get over those.
No, it's fine.
Uh-oh, there it goes, bouncing by my foot.
Do you need the springs also?
No, but I mean, if you're just gonna throw them away, then
That's worth
I'm not gonna let you throw them away.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
That's funny. You should, dude. I've thrown lots of stuff. I had like Amiga World magazines that I've gotten rid of and stuff like that. Nobody wanted to just throw them in the trash with duplicates and stuff.
So I ended up with a stack of like the first 2 3/4 or 3/4 years of a Computes cassette.
And he did
From
control up in the air.
issue 1, and the guy from the
was just like
arcade museum, I forget his name.
Oh yeah, John? Yeah.
Yeah, he came and bought them for me and put
First I'm like,
them in the thing.
Cool.
This one, does not have one.
Uh,
Is that by
Oh.
design?
yeah, it's, one of the short ones doesn't have it.
It looks like it's got the hooks for it, but it doesn't
Yeah.
have one. A stabilizer. I wouldn't totally worry about it too much. It's shorter than
Yeah.
the typical 0 key or whatever plus.
Some guys down in New Zealand.
You sure it's not stuck down beneath it?
No. Oh, and it doesn't even have the little things in it though. You're exactly
Okay.
right. Yeah, it doesn't even. So the other.
It doesn't have the hooks on this side for the bar
Yeah, it
either.
doesn't have the. Yeah,
Mhm.
it doesn't have those things. So
Mhm.
He does not use
yeah.
He has
So
the-
here you go. As you want, David.
Yeah.
Cool.
Move these out of the way.
Move them over here and move that over there.
Claimer for the keys.
All right. Let me see if I.
Well, I'll show you a picture of I guess it's a Swedish keyboard that I've got. We were discussing because it's not a QWERTY keyboard.
Let me scoot all these over for you and you can just push them into the cup, I guess.
Okay.
You don't have any screws in the midst of all this, do we?
Well, he's got to get it back together before I'll leave. So.
Yeah. It's like you need a bigger cup.
The packing force.
Now, do I have to worry about anything like these things going flying off or anything?
No,
No.
everything else is captured, so you're good.
It's kind of a quick job.
Mm.
No, move, please.
Some Q-tips and whatever else you may want.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I'll probably just do it the quick and dirty way.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
thing I always thought would be great to fly, or I'd want to, was an auto gyro.
Maybe this is not the best way to do it. I'm just gonna get stuck. I think you're right. I might have to use that.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt just probably if you really want to do it.
That's not power and all, it's the air
Mhm.
to make it spin, that,
Yeah, and you're
Honestly, the 500 I picked up was way dirtier when I got inside of it.
Yeah, this is pretty.
Had like hairs and junk in it.
Yeah, well, I've cleaned this before, but when I say I cleaned it, I just cleaned it from up top.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't clean it from,
Picking all the keys off.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously that doesn't do.
Well, I spent New Year's Eve cleaning out a Model M keyboard,
That's
basically.
hilarious.
And, you know, it's the same kind of deal with the keycaps that pull off and there's springs and junk inside of it. So I didn't go so far as to pull the keycaps off. I only pulled off the covers. Because what's weird about those is there's a blank keycap and then there's this little plastic cover that actually has the key on it. Like the name of the key, the legend, so to speak.
He took my ears off because this guy was.
So I just took all the legends off and then
Right, yeah.
just use a brush to get in there underneath of everything else
Yeah,
and
that's
clean
kinda-
around
This is not gonna be.
86.
It was ancient.
This is. Oh my God, no, it's not gonna be
they found another party that
perfect, but it'll be,
toys like that.
it'll be good
They're
enough.
into that stuff, so I'm like, wow.
You know, that airplane crash we had, if you look at all those guys that died, they were all old guys. I met some of them.
That was crazy.
What plane crash?
Remember when
The air show?
B-63 crashed in the B-17.
That wasn't that long ago.
No.
It was right the day we had the last meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
That's right.
It was right before Christmas.
Yeah, that was
That's
so
sad.
messed up. And I found a video of a guy that explained what happened. The air boss changed the routes,
Mm-hmm.
and that caused the
You
accident.
watched one day this week, they had the radio communications.
Right.
The first time. You hear that guy tell that pilot, the fighter pilot, he said, move over to the right. And you look, he's here, and the bomber's here.
Yeah, because they have their predefined lanes where they have to fly and do all their stuff.
You can't
And
make
he
those
did-
kind of
The guy
changes.
that, was it a P-51 Mustang? P-62. He did not, the visibility is not good on those.
Yeah.
He did not see him in
They
blue.
don't look like they.
Yeah, I don't think they give you.
Awful.
Yeah, he banked also. If you look
The
at
space bar's
the
the only one like
he's over here to the left.
Oh, okay.
You hear
So
that
it's
guy
got the
say, "Move over
springs
to the
and
right."
the.
I'm like,
Stabilizer.
when I heard that, I was like, no wonder he crashed into him.
I know they come out, but I'm not an expert at getting
Now,
these.
that guy-
Such the tiny hard drive.
Yeah.
What a screw up. I mean, the lives of the people that you had there and the, and I think
Yeah, those things are expensive now.
that's like,
Let me see. Let me double check that they didn't.
what a screw up. And there's so many different videos of that.
Yeah, I don't.
But the one from the parking lot.
I mean, I guess I expect you to just use the phone.
You mean those little tiny white plastic
Yeah, see,
pieces?
these are just a little taller, so I think they hit on the plastic there,
We got
keep it from,
Yeah, they.
Yeah, they'll rub against these
They
too.
had a video showing you what it looked like inside the cockpit.
You can try it out real fast. Just open up the bag and stick it in, see how it goes.
yeah, they
Hey.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Mundo.
Just gotta.
Let's,
work it off.
all right, so they're offset, I think, so the offset goes to the thicker part of the.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You need to
it's
get
right over
pliers
here.
out or something. Or like,
I got to see which space bar it uses.
that. Yeah, back in the day, okay. But yeah, they should have something with, or something that would warn them.
That looks like
And
it.
it's just so,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then, oh wait, you've got the thick part like this, so this needs to
Yeah,
go
well,
that
so
right
they
there.
put that one in there, so that way, now we get them both looking the same.
That's right.
I remember that, I was the only P-63 I'd ever seen.
They have
And I was about to put it in backwards.
I was like, wow, P-63.
Yeah, I saw how difficult that was to get out. Come on.
We didn't go this year because.
There you go. There's that one.
Winter
There
time.
you go.
I didn't
And
realize
now the
that
other
they
one.
did that here in Dallas. Now I know they do
It's
it.
right down there, yeah, there's a nice little airport down there. Right there on their, Duncan, you
Perfect,
know,
man.
Redbird, it used to be called the Redbird. back
I
before.
guarantee if I did that, I'd break it, so.
Dude, I don't know if they'll do another air show.
Yeah.
And each next
So
year
look what
coming
you're
year.
thinking, you know, cause they,
Yeah.
the one the year before,
So that
part
one,
fell
there's
off.
the two
of it,
springs that
landed
it
some
goes
of the
with.
backyard.
Yep.
So now we just stick it right
Yeah, might as well, if it's the first
One
one.
goes first, yeah.
Move this bad boy out of the way, I already took it off, so keep from hitting it.
Do you want the whole thing? Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll just move it out the way.
Yep.
Set it right there.
Cool.
Thank you. All right, so now,
Time to repopulate.
put these guys here.
P63 though.
No, I put the springs on those last.
Last, okay.
Yeah, probably.
That end goes down.
If not, I've been actually newer than that.
Well, P63 was the newer version of
You need to be on
P39.
the, yeah,
And
turn,
the United
oh,
States
grab
government
these right
used
here.
it.
Here you go, here you go, I was gonna turn it around for you. I just did one, I was gonna turn it around, but I saw that it's gonna knock off the springs.
They saw the P39 and they Bell was one of theirs, and they updated to the P63 with bigger, fat, more powerful engine, and bigger tail, and a few
That's the
other
other side.
modifications. They became the
And here's the
P63.
springs.
So, yeah, the United States government didn't care for it too much, so they didn't use it, but the Russians loved it.
It probably was easy to maintain and they just throw fuel in it. That's what I heard was about with the MiG-21. Oh my
Dude, it is hot in here.
God.
He's getting warm, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, the big spring.
When
Oh,
the
and the big
Israelis got that
Right, and then
Iranian.
it goes for the other ones, just kind of fold them over until
To,
get it right there.
what's the word when they-
Perfect. David, the man.
Yeah. They blackmailed them with some, with marriage, but they blackmailed them with some.
Yeah, all right.
The thing is,
Good stuff. And so now it's probably easiest to, like you say, is to put the
Christians,
Just put those,
other ones, the long
The other
ones
ones
on
back on,
first.
yeah.
Yeah.
Muslims,
Exactly.
and Jewish.
All right. So did this inner key not have one either?
I think it did.
where?
No, there's no. I bet you
There's
it
a
did
stabilizer
not.
bar in there.
Do you have the old key? It'll tell
Yeah,
us.
check the old key.
It'll tell us if it has those little tabs on the back. I don't know if you want to, but it probably doesn't. Or I can't do anything about it now anyway.
Yeah, that's the big 21 and the Iranian.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, it
Okay,
has
nothing
one.
in there?
You know, guys,
Where did it end up?
just put fuel in it and go.
Maybe he just didn't have one. Maybe they put it in there and they just didn't. You know, this is Commodore we're talking about.
Well, I guess we can check the video and see if there's one in there.
Yeah.
See if I can rewind enough on this to look at it.
I don't. I bet you there's not. We didn't. I mean, we were real careful. That was the first one he took off.
There's
So I bet it didn't have one.
CD drives also, but
They can get
No, that
loose.
was
They don't
just
just
SCSI.
always just stay there.
Yes,
So,
it was
I mean,
people have the Amiga.
Yeah, I think it's the same size as this
That's why I
one.
brought that.
1000 power. Yeah,
That's why I brought it up here.
I think that it didn't have one. You would have noticed.
So
Oh, yes, here we go.
Oh, you're pulling it back up, watching him pull it off? That's kind of funny.
or the old Macs.
Let's just see. Okay,
Yeah, the old Macs were SCSI.
all right. We working on it now. Looks like.
So you were wiping the keyboard over there. Oh, no, it is. It's on the floor.
Yeah, it is. There was one there.
Oh, wow. I knocked it off.
Yeah. Very cool.
Well, you guys are keeping me in line here.
Yep, here you are pulling it off.
That's hilarious.
Mhm.
It's right there.
Yep.
That's funny. But you saw me pull this one off and it didn't have it immediately.
That's right. The one down there in the corner didn't.
They use the same Zorro, or is it?
I hope I didn't break the clips.
No, they had
Yeah.
Zorro 3 on there. Well, the 2000 only had Zorro 2. The 3000 had both. Yeah, the 3000 was
Oh,
Zorro.
3,003 back.
Perfect.
Oh, cool.
That was original.
Yeah, that's true.
I've done a few of these.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, hey man, you got the, now, how do, yeah. Are these all the same? I mean, these are
Yeah, I think they're all the
different
same.
bags, okay.
Yeah.
I think they just give you
One of
a
those.
fixed
Give you
amount
some
of each
extra.
one.
My old one back.
Oh, no, wait. No. These
So
are
that's
colored.
somewhere down in South
Oh, boy.
America, probably at least-
Oh, those are the ones that go with the,
Maybe they went.
With short keys.
Hey, that's high tech though.
No, let's look here. These are all.
Really.
now I know why it took them 5 years to make these.
Mm. Or those will have inserts on them.
Yeah, they are. Some of these are taller and some of these are smaller.
These guys all have short ones.
I was thinking about that G5.
Oh my.
Oh, I bet it's just compatibility with 2000 versus 500 or something like that. Yeah.
And probably we'll keep these over here too, because you can see they're offset
And on mine.
towards the
'Cause I got-
thicker
Yeah, the
side.
thicker side. And the question is are these the taller ones or the smaller ones?
One CPU.
These look like those right here. Those right
But
there.
you got, you forgot, sound like you got the monster.
All right.
All right,
Okay,
well,
all right.
let's one at a time. Get this key.
Okay, we'll start with that key. That's the long shift.
Yep.
2.7.
Yeah.
That
That one.
I got the 3 of them running perfectly.
Yeah, like, oh.
What really buys it is this a dual processor one? Will accept Sega drives and work fine. But that-
It was wild. You have to pry the keys off of
I have yet to get
this
a
board
Sega
as well, huh?
drive.
Yeah.
SSD
Let me.
drive
What?
works
It's.
with it.
They'll launch into outer space, it looks like.
Yeah. Well, it's not. Fortunately, it's not spring loaded, but yeah, just getting under there, and I don't want to
That 2.3
tear them up.
is
Mhm.
the dual core?
That's what I have.
Yeah.
Is that-
Yeah, so you brought your spudger tool, looks like.
Well, it fortunately came in this little kit. And I was
Oh,
meant for the
cool.
screwdrivers, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I have a solid state drive on mine.
Yeah, there is some out there, I'm sure work. That company OWC said, we got something to work. But I have Samsung drives in my dual processor ones, and they work perfectly.
That's what I have in
But
mine.
then when I pull it out and put them
You hold on
try and
one
put
second.
them
You know
into
what?
the,
They've
dual
got some
core,
alternative shift
it's
keys
just-
here. Oh wait, is there a left shift?
And the
This is
dual
the.
core, I don't think I have a Samsung.
Well,
I
this
think I
one
have
doesn't
a-
quite line up, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I
so
think.
probably-
Yeah, that's what I figured.
It's probably this bigger one.
For some reason, it just ignores it. It acts like it's not even there.
That one's a little longer. Yeah, you're exactly right. So my bad. I didn't realize there was another shift key.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can take that Sega.
So they give you 3 of them, huh?
Yeah, they tried to make it compatible with
But when I moved it over to
that one and put it in the.
Mm-hmm.
nothing.
Yeah, my wife just gave me a keyboard kit to go and build, and of course there's a bunch of shift keys in there and control and alts, and some of these control and alts are like a couple millimeters different in size.
Oh wow! And see, I've got these small shift keys. And these look like they're about the same size.
I had 2 hard drives in it. One had the
Come on.
10.5.8, and the other one had that 10.4.11 or whatever.
It's like a puzzle.
Man, that was a good technology, the Power PC, but it was expensive.
Oh,
Even
man.
those Macs are cheap, but if you look for a Quadra that uses a 6800 series,
Oh,
God.
Actually, just want to go in one way, so that's a.
you know what? Some of these are. Look at these 2 shift keys. One
Oh, yeah.
is taller. No, is it? No. They're both exactly the same.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Just
That's
look
good.
like an odd profile.
It looked like an
matchup.
odd profile matchup, but no, they're exactly the same. I thought one was like a middle of a meter longer or something, like you said, but no, those are. I just probably won't use that one of those.
I don't know if you noticed, if you go to the Google search in France, if you look at the Mac Mini, it listed as a Morph OS machine. It not even mention a Mac OS.
Nice.
Doesn't seem like it's. Oh, no, it's more for us. Never mind.
It's
Never mind.
Need a spring?
works on Power PC, but it's totally was the next level, the next
Yeah,
Amiga
we're
OS.
hoping to make it the next Amiga OS.
Yeah, that's what the Amiga stuff on there. But it's kind of weird, it takes a bit getting used to.
I think it's
I fought with it, and that's when I gave up on
folded
it.
underneath.
And you bought my thing. That's
Turn it
what
around.
I found out about this
See it
club,
sticking
thanks
out.
to you. You put on Craigslist and we met up at the hat company
Yeah.
on Saturday and we started chatting.
Push it down, it's late.
Well,
Maybe
you're right, it
this
is
is
once
magnetic.
you- once you figure it out,
Yeah.
you figure it out, it's like, oh, it's just not as bad as I thought. It has that little boot partition, which sits over there that you're not supposed to mess with, and then you got your regular partition over here. And I couldn't,
so-
for the heck of me, figure out how come when I click on DH0, I don't
So
get
the gap
the
in
main
this-
boot drive, right?
So
DH0 is that middle partition.
This is the size that's in
DH1 is the
there.
one you're going.
This has a little bit bigger gap in it,
Yeah.
or a little bit bigger wire.
Well, once you get
This
used to
guy
it,
does not
it's
slide
kind
in
of
this way.
smooth.
I don't know.
I'm still trying to figure out the part where you make it
Okay,
automatically
well,
recognize
what does this
the
one
file,
have?
and
This
then
one has the
like
little bitty
have a
ones,
video
though.
there, double click on it,
Yeah.
and start
I
playing.
think I just
Oh.
That doesn't, I haven't got that figured out, there's a thing you have to go in there and type in what you want to start it.
Okay.
There's like a little
Oh, but
file.
it's
I
saying it's not.
got the hang of
It
that
will,
yet, but
but it's not.
strangely
Yeah,
enough, I wanna play a
there you
video,
go.
I just go to that M player, double click it, and it comes up with a list of
There
all
you
the
go.
movies that are on the computer. You have to know what you watch.
The other one, I could just see the spring sticking out the bottom, so I knew it was folded
If
over.
for some reason it's weird, then you might,
Yeah.
you might consider these. So.
That's
I bet those are for, yeah.
or .info, but that's
All right, so now you need your inner key. Hey,
Inner key, yeah.
Now, the only, the classic video.
See, I
and
waited-
these are key. They only go in one way, so you
That
don't actually have to
automated
look.
thing that came up with. is
Oh, okay,
automatically
yeah.
just
See, because these are,
loaded whatever you decided that you wanted
I
to
wanted
play.
to see if this would fit on there,
Yeah.
but
This
I
is
don't
their
think it will.
upgraded version of it, makes it even more.
Yeah, I don't know.
or something, but
I mean, it's, I don't
I
know.
have to figure it out.
Oh.
But why does it have, let me see this key?
Well,
Does it have?
so the long ones do
Oh,
have two.
yeah.
The long ones do have two bars, so they have another bar that goes this way.
Yeah.
One that goes both sides.
But this one has like the little thing right there, and this one has it over here, so that's not gonna line up, even if I wanted it to. So,
That's a shame.
yeah, otherwise I'd get rid of that and say,
Yeah.
hey, you know.
I feel like there's got to be a way to make it work though.
It just, unfortunately, the thing, it won't line because of the, where the location, that guy's down here, it's up here on the other one.
Sure.
So, it's like, you would, yeah. I think the only thing I could do is make a program that makes that little key
Right.
do an return, send a
Probably.
return character.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. So that's in the when you install the operating system, the locale disk. It you tell it what your country, and it's just a keyboard up for the country. So I guess there's probably some way to program that.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
It's
Sure,
it
that's
makes
kinda what I was
sense,
thinking.
Works, it's great, it's all laid out.
Oh, here's on email?
Yeah, it's called Iris. This is the same guy who created the web browser who created that. As a matter of fact, he's there once in a while to upgrade both of them. But when I first started using it, I was like, dang, this is I can't find a good email thing for Windows that I really like. I've been using the Google thing, but this is just makes sense and everything. Got 3 windows there. You got one over here. We got the messages. You click on it, and then you get to read it here. If there's any pictures that pop up over on the side. Whenever I fool around ARM processor, I keep thinking, well, this is what the Power PC should have been going to do. If they'd have done that, they would still be using it.
There you go, perfect. Perfectamundo. Now do you want to do this little, the inner one? I don't know how you lined up the inner one. Oh, you said it's notched, so it only goes in one way.
Oh.
Interestingly, they
Yeah, because I heard this was
3 more, and you only have 2 of these. So one key is going to get these whether you.
Or I could pull it off one of these.
Oh yeah, sure.
I mean, I guess I'd leave that up to you, whichever key.
No,
you
no,
need,
you can have.
the
You can
last.
actually have all of them.
What technology is that?
I have keys that have all the parts that go underneath them. It says I have European keycaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have weird characters on them. I can't. So I don't even need those.
Gotcha.
4-bit processor.
Yeah, they can still do updates.
You get whatever you want on this.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll just,
Whatever you want or need.
probably have bad memory swap too.
He's gonna go flying.
yeah, I'm trying to be a little more careful than that, Steve-O. See?
Like 2 years ago, they had to start shutting off like the heaters inside and other things because they were on the batteries they had. I think they were controlling batteries.
But usually, yeah. I've been working on cassette decks, and those, you know what, you want to talk about mechanical minutia.
Oh my gosh.
I had a little washer that holds oil in the little flywheels.
Oh, no.
And it's made of, it's translucent, it's like some hard plastic. I did something and it just went flying off into the ether. I couldn't find it. I spent hours looking for it.
that
Yeah.
sucks.
I even got out a black light. I was using a black light and it's just like, it went, I was online reading somebody else had the same thing happen. They said they think it shot off into another dimension.
Right.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I'm convinced about that too.
Yeah.
Can't find it. It's gone.
Yeah. I mean, I spent so much time, and then trying to find a replacement. First off, I didn't even know what it was called, and then know what to, I was looking for washer, and, because it has, it's like it has a little use. It's not just a washer. It's, You know, so it was.
My gosh.
Yeah.
It's almost like you gotta look at some technical manual online, see if there's a part number for it.
Yeah, but you know what? That's the glory of the internet, man.
Yep.
Tapeheads.net,
Uh-huh.
and there's people that telling me those are called flywheels because I was calling them cylinders.
Yeah.
Like those cylinder things, they're like, oh, the flywheels, and I'm like, yeah, you know. And there are a lot of help, and there's people. Those
That's
dudes
good.
know. I mean, about cassettes. These are cassettes. I'm just trying to finish off my stereo,
Yeah.
my retro stereo with a working cassette deck,
Huh.
and yeah, I believe that's a 0.
Yeah, that's a 0. Yeah, I'd be curious to know if those guys do like data cassette restorations as well.
Yeah, I don't know. They know everything. Mainly everything that I saw was mainly about
Audio cassettes.
audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're talking about WoW and Flutter and you know. And
Oh, I'm sure it's
I
all
don't know.
kind of the same deal.
I don't know.
anyway.
Yeah, I guess for data.
Yeah.
I bet their tolerances for data though have to be just perfect. I would think.
Could be.
Right as a star cutting through the ring, and they both saw at the same night. And he describes that in his book, that
Yeah, one of these days.
they can cut the rings, they can build them, they can change them. These things also have like thrusters on each end that they can move up and down. So according to him, he says the intelligence level, let's say we do intelligence level like from 1 to 5, 5 being up there,
Did you catch something?
and of course 1 being
No.
he says, he was saying
Still
that these
fiddly
things
business,
are
yeah.
at level 3. Compared to us, we're at not even at level 1.
Is this one spring or two?
No,
It is
that's
two.
like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I was like, man, that's-
You know, they keep it, and he even shows shadows of these cylindrical objects on the rings. So it's
That's
kind
still-
of like
That's just-
okay. But the book was very technical. He just goes into technical measurements, and measurements of the things were like 100 kilometers long.
perfect, man. I guess all we have is the tab left. I think that's this one right
They
here.
were all massive.
Yep.
So it was
We're gonna put these guys
an
Yeah.
interesting book, but I'm like, the technical stuff, I was like, And the photos.
Oh, I just got it. It was it's a lemming. Okay. I was looking at your shirt. I was like, oh, it's a lemming.
Yeah.
I'm used to not seeing with an umbrella, but yeah.
This was my Christmas present for my wife.
Oh, nice.
nice.
She went and found me this shirt, and she's like, oh, you're going to that meeting again.
Yep.
Hey, you could be like, honey, I could be going to the bar.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like,
Certainly better. Worse
yeah,
things to do.
Exactly.
She knows where almost all my hobbies are.
Mm-hmm.
So I run a lot, so
That's
she knows
cool.
where I'm
I was
running.
gonna say, I think lightweight. I need to take up that.
Speaking of which, are you running tomorrow? There's a fundraiser going on up in Allen. They've got a 1K and a 5K.
No, I already ran today.
Nice.
I did so in Allen they have the New Year's Eve, New Year's Day double.
Uh-huh.
So, and they offer a 5K, a half, and a full marathon on each of the 2 days. And to do the double, you gotta do something on both days.
Sure.
And I did a half on both days.
Wow.
You runner guys make me
quite a
sick.
bit.
I can't do it. I was when I was in the Army. We did push-ups, sit-ups, and a 2-mile run.
Oh, yeah.
I could max out the sit-ups. I could come real close to maxing out the push-ups. The run, I could just barely do. I had shin splints. I couldn't run right. Couldn't get my breathing right. You know. So if you're able to do that, that's awesome.
I couldn't run as a kid either. I had asthma or exercise-induced asthma kind of
Oh, my
stuff.
gosh.
I started
Wow.
running, I was like, let's start
Because the
breathing.
ones you got down.
I didn't really like running until I was about 25, I think.
Yeah.
Whenever we've got in Plano, we've got the Carpenter Center, the rec stuff, and it's like, I mean, it's pretty cheap for like the whole year. It's like 20 if you do monthly, it's $20 a month. If you do it yearly, it's like 13 a month. And so you can do it where, but I like to do fun things when I'm running.
Of course.
You know, so. Like
Yeah, like not being on a
basketball or
treadmill.
indoor soccer, I've done those. And yeah. Okay, no, you just pull them off. I tried
Yeah.
that a minute ago. Maybe it's just that one key that I was trying first.
Yeah, you
Stop.
gotta the function keys work because you can get your fingers on them.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, 'cause I can't get this caps lock off. Or maybe my fingers are too greasy.
Oh, my gosh.
I think we can just do this.
Sorry. There you go.
Surprise.
Surprise, yeah. You know you're signing up for that. Thank you, sir.
You didn't swallow those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Y'all remember that I found out it really wasn't an urban legend that I thought about. Remember the Boba Fett Star Wars figure that had the little missile on the back? And it used to, the missile would fire, but some kid choked on it and whatever. And I always thought that was kind of when I was like, yeah, whatever. Turns out, I was watching a Netflix story about Kenner and the Star Wars, and it turned out that really happened. And that's the reason why the missile no longer shoots out of the back of the Boba Fett Star Wars thing.
That was back in the 80s, like also with the Battlestar Galactica toys, because the stuff would shoot out. And I remember my mom started collecting our little torpedoes, because I think these toy companies were doing like a recall on them, but they would give you something if you gave them.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? And then I think the newer versions came out with the torpedoes, but they wouldn't fully come out. Come out like maybe half an inch.
Yeah.
I had one of those.
Oh, wow.
The Cylon one.
Hey,
It had two missiles on top, and you push the little button.
escape keys.
Yeah, those were cool, man. Or the little satellites with the things opening up and it had the little chrome thing.
Oh, this is the lightest.
And you can swap
Yeah.
them out. Man,
That one looks, yeah, that's a good question.
Which one?
I got
Eagle.
Oh.
Yeah,
How it was
I
originally?
just didn't notice some of these.
You can always just pull it up on here too.
Here we got it right here.
Okay.
It is the skinny one.
Oh,
man.
With all this government help they have done.
Close the bag off.
What do I do with it? Oh, you got it. Okay. Yeah, I guess I didn't even see the.
I give you all the options, so.
Yeah,
Alright, so
yeah.
there you go.
They.
Is there another escape key on there?
Dell and
Yeah.
help, so.
Which help key is it though? Is it the fat one? It's like a fat one.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep.
So and then there's this.
There.
It's like,
Yeah, it's like a puzzle.
No, you did the right thing by taking the picture because
Now the world is on hold.
Yeah,
otherwise it's like.
I've done, and I found an easier way to get these off. So this is gonna help. It's gonna go a lot faster.
That's actually going on right now up in Davos, Switzerland, is it? So it's when all these super ultra rich people get together.
You talking about the WEF?
Yes.
Oh man, it's bad news.
Man, I heard that this year they got 5,000 troops there to protect them.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So I'm like, they never
Making
did that
decisions
before.
for all of us? No, thank you.
Yeah. So it's
let's
this
see here.
big, this guy that's called Klaus.
Don't break 'em, Chris.
Schwab.
Yeah.
He's like, he's perfectly described. He looks like a Bond villain.
Nice.
It's that bad. And so they
These are
take like, we're using carbon footprints too large, that we need to get, I think they
That one
went
has
to
the
the
tilde.
vaccine. They actually met up before the vaccines happened, the COVID happened, and it would have to be locked down. We're planning on that, all this stuff has leaked out. They, now the latest thing is like, eat bugs. Oh, you own nothing?
You own nothing, you'll be happy.
Oh, I want my Amiga. Yeah, you own
Some of that I think's a little overboard, scare tactic stuff. I don't know, sensationalized, but
Yeah, and they wanna do depopulation.
In Canada now, you can kill yourself legally.
Oh,
I
interesting.
did see that.
And that was a big deal whenever they came off and they said, they came out and said, are you taking off, Dad?
Yeah.
All right, good to see you
Adios.
again.
Next month.
Sounds good. You know where you can see that guy's name the most?
Where?
If you watch PBS.
Oh, of course, they're.
There, his, like, there's his name, it makes the contributions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he's
They're ordering here.
Putting all the springs down over here on the new keyboard.
People that talk about that record book. He's taking all this
Cool.
book, lockdown, eating bugs, too much carbon footprint.
Got all the QWERTY keys.
We're overpopulated.
Still a lot of separating to do, huh?
Yeah.
Get on
What does that say right there, though? It says
for?
SysRQ.
SysRQ. Do I have a SysRQ?
On here? Well, it goes with your star key or whatever it
It
is.
goes with this one, but I'm looking at this and I don't see one on it.
It's come out that
Oh.
this vaccine stuff.
Is it the divide key? Yeah, it is. Oh, I guess you don't get SysRQ anymore. I mean, I don't even know what that key does.
I don't. I don't either, but I was trying to line it up, and I was like, hey.
I don't think I've ever written a manual. Press this SRQ key.
Yeah, I don't even know what key you do to press it to activate those. It's like a hold an Amiga key or Control key or Alt. You know.
We're getting strange looks from the audience.
3540.
Let's see. I should have gotten these in a little better order here.
Just think the help key was useless until 3.2 came along.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They finally added that fucking help key actually does something now with 3.2. You actually
Wow.
get help with a command or something.
Plus.
That's the thing I hate about help nowadays. It just pops up a browser and takes forever to load.
I hate it when I accidentally press the help key or F1 and it starts.
Loading up a bunch of stuff you didn't want.
Yeah, or like in Visual Studio when it starts.
Oh yeah.
2 months ago, they posted I think in the summer they posted a list of.
I finally got a computer with Windows 11 on it,
Oh wow.
and I have spent, I don't know how much of the time since I got it, doing nothing but updating. I start to do something, also I see a little red dot, what's this thing? I click on it, your machine is ready to reboot just because of the updates. I thought, oh, okay, all right. Reboot it, I'll start trying to go back and do it, what I'm doing, it'll go to be a blue dot. I'm like, a system update has been added to your system, it's ready to reboot now. Did we just do this? What time? I don't get the red, blue, and green colors of the dot. I haven't figured that out.
Arrows here.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I don't remember
I got a
that.
bunch of arrow keys.
I bet you I got it Thursday. Here's the Saturday, and I've been through 5 very long reboots.
Oh no.
Exactly. But I don't
You
know
wonder
why
what kind of
I've
junk
got
they're
all
installing
these
on your
arrow
machine
keys
then
over
at that
here,
rate.
too. So it's like I've got some of them that look right and some of them that don't.
Which ones do you think look right and don't?
Well, look at all these arrow keys that I've got. I mean,
Okay.
I've got, so some of these, one set of these is the right one and the other set is not.
Yeah.
I think this is the back key here.
Kind of looks like different profiles. There might be some that had a row, some that might have the diamond arrangement like this, and or the diamond flower, I guess, whatever they call them.
So the thick part goes down, right?
Yep.
So if we put the thick part down on all of these,
Then the president goes, I got myself, I'm not worried that he
You
can
gotta have
sit.
4 to match. Sort of.
Right.
some of these are taller than the other. That's what the deal is.
I remember that one.
So I might need to look at one of the originals to tell.
All right, I'll get those
Omicron came out.
But anyway, those are the.
I forget in what state, what
the rest of your
city was up north.
numbers
Midwest.
here.
Okay. Yeah, and the numbers are kind of weird too. Like here's the 4 and here's the 5.
I know.
And I don't even see the 6. Oh, there's the 6.
On their website.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, but dude, people, you know, I wasn't even the one who noticed the period missing. So
People that had gotten their latest booster shot. And that's when we started suspecting that they were putting the virus.
here's a 4.
Yeah, that happened. It was crazy that APC News came out with that. They didn't say no to put it in the list, but no, people are saying, oh really? So they just got vaccinated.
There's the 5.
And then that's been one right after another.
No, you're gonna see all these
Here's the 1, 2, 3.
cancers develop. That's a good site to go to and shoot. It was a British doctor.
And then we need the decimal point?
Yeah, there is a decimal point. I noticed that one, but let me see if I've got. Oh, here it is, right here, and it's got a delete key. It doubles as a delete key.
I got that one on there. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
In my opinion,
There we go. That.
It wouldn't be because they weren't going to the doctors during the pandemic.
All right, we're getting close.
Getting close,
The
man.
We're
dot.
gonna look at the arrow.
Now, hey, don't hold on a minute. There's a weird profile mismatch thing going on here. You got this 0 that's way flat, and you got this that's kind of curving up in the typical SA type of.
I know that looks right. I think it's because the key it sits like this, and I think that's just the natural curvature of this thing.
They didn't give you any other.
No, yeah, there's no other of these, I don't think, but still the profiles are way different. Let me
Are you
hand
sure?
this
They
down.
didn't have any choices.
Yeah, you can see it from here.
I think that's an optical illusion. Oh. like some of these are no.
Did I not push them down far enough?
No, I think, dude, I think that's just an optical illusion. I mean, some of the keys look a little thinner than the
Hold
others.
on.
Like this one looks like it's a thick.
Gimbal
like
freaked
it's-
out again.
If it's thicker like this, and this key looks like it's thinner.
The instructions to make something.
But I think that might be by design. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
no,
look at the height.
Could be
of
by
this
the
key.
design,
Look at
but-
the height of this key.
yeah, well, so if you look here, they're all.
All right,
indented
fixing the
to
gimbal,
one
hold on.
by the same amount.
Yeah.
Besides all the
So,
other stuff.
just because they kind of curve out like
Videos
this. So
of people,
it looks weird, but I think it's.
I think it's right.
21-year-old down
Yeah.
in Australia.
You want to see the arrow keys.
Yeah. The
Yeah, it's interesting. Not saying it's wrong. It's just
No, no.
not the way you usually see it.
Yeah, this is. I had no idea that there was this much that goes into a keyboard. I just don't usually think about it.
Mhm.
I usually buy a keyboard and then,
Yeah.
you know.
You're minus a few steps too. If you take, if you do
And
want to clean everything out and actually clean this in soap and water, because this black piece here just comes off and you put it in the sink and wash it.
Yeah.
But there
This is
a
are
little
all those
slinky.
screws in the back,
Whoa, yeah.
and then when you turn it upside down, every one of these posts falls out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's not for me. That's for you guys.
Yeah, I've done that with the Atari XCGS before. Tried to look at the yes, looking at the actual contacts on the PCB itself and trying to get those all cleaned out because there's some bad responses on them sometimes.
You got any viewers going on?
We do. It shows that we have 4 people watching now. So nobody's saying hi though on the chats, but we've got the chance to say hi to anybody that wishes to. At least those of you that are watching this live.
I think it's just these guys.
So we
These
got
are-
the
those look like
original
the
arrow
taller
keys.
These are the shorter ones, and these are the taller ones.
the media does not talk about this. You have to hear it in other channels. Everything's controlled. Not crazy
Seems like
about
those are the ones. These are like, if you look, well, this one, no, this one's, I got that wrong.
it. Everything coming
That's one of the,
Yeah, that's what we've been living through for the last 3 years.
Alright, so you can always choose to change them later,
yeah.
but you
All the media. is
4 up that you want.
Let's see, yeah, no, fair enough. Let's see here. This one goes like,
Like a news article
wait a minute, that can't be
or
right.
something, or they will talk about.
I'm confusing myself. Okay, there's that one,
The COVID.
there's that one.
They would have red backgrounds. Cause that's like.
I know that those two are right. Go that way, go that way, go that way, and then one that goes up should be this one. Wait,
They would play kind of depressing music. Purposely, since you're locked in,
that would be this one. Right
because you're depressed, you'll submit.
there. Do those look like different heights to you? Or is it just another optical illusion?
Those do look different. So you got the
But you
down
see-
key is
but you
different
see
heights.
this
in
one
the-
here
Oh,
also
right.
looks the same.
Yeah, that's
I think,
similar, huh?
They're thinking like.
so these 3 look the same height. Well, this one might look a little short, so what's your other option here
Yeah,
for?
there's not, yeah, they're all, these are
All
all low
right, Hopster
profile.
key.
the-
I'm here. Thanks for sticking with us. Cool.
Like a bird flu virus that originates in China.
Those look the same, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But this one looks the same also.
Yep.
So I think that right there will work. It's crazy.
And the idiosyncrasies of all these
Man,
little tiny things.
Do I have these wrong here though? Down.
Let's pan over here and see the mods that are in this guy.
yeah, that should be it right there.
We got the modern Kickstart ROM production for Amiga 1200. We got
I know, people are probably boring them to death with doing
the
this.
Amiga Store PCMCIA fix. Probably can do this guy up here.
I guess the case
Little
stuff's
hard
gonna
drive
take
modification.
What time is it?
Yeah, just after 4 o'clock.
It's questionable what it does.
No.
Okay, well, hey, this guy's one of the head honchos here. So.
I actually gave that up.
Lots of reading up on
I
that.
finally managed to pass that responsibility on to somebody else.
Good.
It's Hanzo Emeritus though, so that's still.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Emeritus. It's funny.
Head honcho emeritus never can quite quit.
Right.
Well, we're getting the keyboard ever closer to being done.
Yeah, I'm gonna move these.
There's been a lot of
John, have you seen this one?
waffling about the exact heights and profiles of which
Yeah,
ones we
well,
want
it's
to select.
amazing. Why, I don't know why they'd be
That's
different.
a photograph from
Well, so the one thing that was trippy was the 0 and the dot key are different profiles. And these arrow keys look like they were different as well.
no, it's a Holland, yeah.
Braces.
Yeah,
Were they, and the original was a different profile than what's showing there.
No, it's actually the same profile among the originals versus here. I don't remember what these were. Original, I guess we could look at them back there on the table.
Alright. So I look for a dot and an enter.
The dot and the 0.
Dot and a 0.
Yeah, the keypad dot and then the 0.
And that's legally that is a US
Must feel weird putting that key back on, but hey.
You gotta go to that spot.
Yeah.
I don't know if those are text files in the locale, so I don't know if you just get in there and change them or what.
I think so. There's got to be a way. I'm not the first person who's complained, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you go into,
Yeah. Okay,
like
so
an
those
test
appear to
kit,
match.
it's just a key.
This 0 sticks up, and that one's totally
It's just looking at all the
flat.
keys and the keyboard.
It is bizarre.
It doesn't care what was on the
Yeah, this
key, it just
matches.
says, does it work? or
Yeah,
not.
it's almost like they made this one out of a shift key or something like that rather than a proper 0.
Always put it back.
See, because this one, yeah, exactly.
Control.
This one's a shift key that bends up a whole bunch, I guess, like it's on the bottom.
A, S, D, F, G, F.
Yeah, and there's some videos of some sliding on those things, and it's
Interesting. I'm sure that Stacy would be complaining about that if she got that bored.
But the like with this key being a little bit shorter, it's exactly the same as the other on the regular Amiga key. It's identical. That's what I thought was funny.
See how this one has a flatter profile than the original one.
You have a control key?
Right here. That's the right one.
Cool.
And then H. Where's the HJK? And they put some of these in weird locations. That's why it's kind of,
Yeah, the keyboard on
yeah.
the plastic mold was kind of off.
Yeah.
electric cars, so you can control it and, hey, you misbehave.
And you should probably actually keep that plastic thing, because
You've heard of
if you were ever going to retrowrite any further keys,
That's not a bad idea, dude. This guy's.
I just usually put them in a big jar full of
Yeah.
Right.
peroxide and water.
Yeah.
Stick them out in the sun for a couple of days and then leave.
I've
That's
never
what I
done
did too.
that, yeah.
Although mine is worn down. Mine looks back to being super yellow over the last several years.
Yeah, that's the. This is always that L. L,
Because one of the first times I ever came to this meetup was talking about retro-writing my Amiga 500, and it's all since gone back to its original.
Who's the god of the CNC wood router now?
Oh man, I could point him out, but I don't remember his name. He's usually around here quite a bit.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting looking monument. Click on the photo.
I may have to show up again so I can.
Mm-hmm.
I want to.
That's somewhere in California, but the
What's
artist
the
that
word?
made
You want to cut something? Because brain.
A few things. Like I actually want to make keycaps out of wood.
Oh wow. Mm-hmm.
If that even makes sense. I mean, we have the one guy who made violins.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he used to make violins.
Yeah. Is he still here?
No, I haven't seen him in years, since before the pandemic.
Makes sense.
Way before, as a matter of fact.
Sorry?
Way before, I think.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
He was a bit abrasive.
you could. I didn't realize that.
Clear.
These are both. These are
Hmm.
that one, and then there's the clear
I
key.
can't tell. This is two, isn't it?
Oh, it looks like two.
So just
I'm having
exactly the
problems.
same.
Oh, there
Yeah,
we go.
I couldn't find a difference between them.
There we go. Cool. We're gonna twist them apart from
I think
each
that's
other.
right. I think there is a keyboard that has like a short one on
Is
it.
it what? Oh yeah, exactly. Much appreciated.
A lot of free time to add, don't they?
Yeah, although we can do it more to the strength. Really?
There was only 5,000 made that one year. I'm like, okay, it was only 365 days a year. I don't know how much time you guys have.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I got all of them separated or not.
And the worst thing is they're probably gonna Well, no, it's only a few more. Gotcha.
This one doesn't.
I told him I'm not gonna leave with these old springs until this is to get it.
Yeah, it looks like you got several more springs than what you end up needing.
That was crazy.
This is from your bag of brand new springs, I guess.
Why would somebody build that way out there in Illinois?
Yeah, I guess just in case you lose some or something.
Yeah, as happened a few times, we dropped them on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
I think that those are all separate now.
Cool.
Thank
These
you.
are swapped. I think you might have these.
Yeah, I think this one needs to go there.
It does. I gotta figure out how my fingers.
We'll just pull that off and put the key puller if you want.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's some missing period one.
Yeah. It's going to be super confusing.
No, there's, yeah, like I said, they're sending out replacements for that.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Because I
Have them send out a replacement for this, too.
I don't see.
We'll check out the original
Just
ones.
feel it. Just
Oh,
feel like
yeah.
this.
And they think that Turner was the one who built them.
See, here's video evidence.
Oh,
of that,
you're
too.
right. You're right. No, this one is okay. I see. Is that one on there right? No, it's
on there.
physically different. It's physically
Right.
different. Yeah. No, it's on there. It's right. It's just it's physically taller than this one. I mean, it's physically shorter than this one.
Yeah, so this one has a bow up on the, it's taller on the front. This one's kind of level.
Yeah. Maybe it's for your thumb.
Yeah, well, my wife likes to put on the space bars backwards sometimes. Just for ergonomic reasons, I guess.
Yeah, and then there's the alt key.
And finally, the alt. Here we are.
Awesome.
All right, let's plop
Thank you,
this
sir.
guy in. Did you happen to bring a monitor or anything?
No.
Do you want me
I
to
was
get a
just gonna-
TV out or anything? or
No,
what? Okay.
I just figured I was gonna, get as far as I
Yeah.
could on it. And
That's probably fair. I don't have a power supply with me anyway.
I didn't bring any of that. I just I was already half an hour late getting here because
Yeah.
of the traffic, man.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why. It's like this is Saturday. I thought people might be at home.
Oh no, everybody wants to be out now.
That town is sitting out
Yeah.
there
Where do you come
now.
from?
Plano.
No one living there, all
Okay.
it's
You just take 121.
No, I tried. It took forever to get to the George Bush. I was just going. I live in the middle of Plano, and I'm going down Preston, and I'm catching every light there. And then sometimes I had to sit through the same light
Oh no,
twice.
bummer.
And it was just like, and I can't do anything. There's people in front of me. And it's just like, dude, just go. Because I'm sure they're all just,
Texting. Yep.
and I'm like, come on.
I live in like far north Allen, and there's almost no sense in trying to get to any other thing but 121.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I hate paying the NTTA, but
Yeah, that's right. So, and then once I got on the George Bush, then it was fine. Actually, no, and then the George Bush, there was they're doing construction on it, and they, brought it down to 2 lanes.
No,
and then it back,
brother.
But I wouldn't stuck in there for too long.
Wouldn't fit there.
No, the pin thing was in the wrong place.
Understood.
So it was that was disappointing. I tried and I looked at it and I thought, well, maybe. But,
It's worth an effort.
yeah, exactly. But like you said, I'm sure that you can add. I could probably write a program that remaps that. I guess it probably be assembly. I haven't done assembly in a long time.
It's in one of your locale files. There's a keyboard file that goes with them.
Okay, yeah. Maybe just make that where it does return also. Because I kept trying to type something and it just wasn't returning, and I'm like, and then I press that all the time. It's the return key.
That's a great idea. Just program it to the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Kind of feels weird.
So like I say, if you ever use Amiga Test Kit, I don't know if you're familiar with that.
I think
It's just the one disk you put in, as long as it loads. You
was
can
that the
test
one
memory and
that
stuff.
Mark Stodola was showing a few meetings ago?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah.
Here's some more springs if you need those.
Oh,
Springs that go with the other one, the old one.
these are so nice too. I mean, I got some super rusty.
Oh no.
Good. Well, dude, thanks for your help on that. It's gonna work out perfect. I mean, yeah, I'll let that bother Steve over there.
Yep.
I puzzled over some of the details of how to get some of those little metal things off.
I'm sure.
More than once.
Hey.
Keyboards that I had to clean up. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I had no idea it would be that kind of work, but it's good.
Dr. Clue says hi.
Hey, Dr. Clue.
Hey.
Hope you're doing well. He lives about 3 hours away, I think. Now.
Yep.
It's not as close.
Yeah, down in Hillsboro.
All right.
All right, man. I'm just gonna set it back in there, and thanks again.
That keyboard, like,
That's why I come to these things, like, here's some knowledge.
Yeah, I know. It's good to know. It's good to have some more people too. We've actually had quite a resurgence, I think. I guess I should just say people come and go. But it's good to.
What's the one, what's the Polish guy? He came to a few and I haven't been in a while. Which, I know that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he was here back in like November though, I thought, or October.
Maybe, I did not come to one.
Mm-hmm. I think he brought some big thing where he's looking over the PCB or whatever, right?
I think part of the problem is gearing up to load all this crap up and bring it with you. That's the thing that I run into.
Well, I had to bring the 2000 in and I had to load up a whole little rolling wagon cart full of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I remember.
But
The longest time we didn't have one of those little rolling wagon carts. And
Oh, I know.
I don't know how I got mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Little fold-up ones, you know, little canvas fold.
UFO. I'll say have these.
Well, I used to think to myself, I'm just a
You know
passenger.
where they went?
Oh, they weren't green, they were gray.
You know where they went? 'Cause after
Back and forth, carry all the heavy stuff.
the government got out there and cleaned that all.
Yeah, Ned used to bring in his
I know here's
stuff.
the forward.
Oh,
Yep.
That's where they moved them. And that's where they gave the order to change.
And I sometimes bring in stuff to, because we don't have,
And my dad said one of those was a natural reason.
we don't have like
forward.
an agenda, you know what I'm saying? We used to plan stuff,
Mhm.
whenever we would meet, but now we haven't kind of done that in a while. It's kind of like been whatever
Yeah.
people bring in.
Right, it's been a long time since we've planned in advance what's going to happen.
well, it's no longer it's now a social club more than anything else.
Right.
Right there.
Yeah, it's probably accurate and kind of, I mean, if you get something new, then hey, I encourage people to bring it in.
Well,
It's
I
kind of cool, actually. I guess it helps that this thing is still, looks pretty good.
Yes.
Do you have a terrible fire 1260 yet?
That was for the government to store.
No, I don't.
There's enough food, they can store enough food.
Do I need to bring mine in?
Yeah, if you want, bring in anything like that. We'd like to.
But then they started.
I've got the 68040 warp engine for the 4000,
But
but that's the fastest. I used to have a 68060, and then I needed money, and so I sold it. And it was like, I don't, you know what I mean? I was kind of like, what? It's like I still use the 040, and so I sold it. Oh, it's for the 1200 also.
Yeah.
I just recently found,
And
I
so-
know the Billy guy used to see over my
I don't
Bitcoin
know.
field.
I just wanted to be able to play old games is more what I
Tall
need than
fence
anything.
route,
So
I can't
this
do that. I asked
this
him,
has the.
What is that for?
I don't know if this has anything other than just the stock 68020. It's just got the stock.
Yeah,
Yeah, I looked at,
And then told the story.
You
and I
got
was
the stock
like,
and
"Oh,
your
I
card
never
has
knew this." It was a top secret plan, with everything that the government
and
had.
8 megabytes of memory.
was top
Yeah,
secret.
yeah, that card. That's
They
right.
had it there
That's what it's.
with you.
On the 500, I've got
Some
the
idea?
that classic
They were
520
developing it
that
right there.
Sal did. It's got like a beefier 68020 on it and stuff, and
It was a
so
huge white
but
building with red
it's
tiles
got.
and roof.
But anyway, I use that kind of
Big
for a
tall
lot,
fence and sat there for a long time.
mainly because of the inner key. But actually, yeah, I don't.
You didn't see the cars.
You know.
The dark energy.
Huge.
It's how annoying that is.
I wonder if there is a locale already out there that does what you
When
want.
that guy was buying, I said,
Probably.
yeah.
Wouldn't be
Just
surprised.
open it,
Remember
and
they
it,
were
like you
working,
say, it's probably
trying
just
to
a text
raise
file.
that
I never opened it, so I
submarine,
don't know.
Russians.
I can't know what's in there.
Yeah.
So, hopefully it would be.
That the technology was developed right there in that place and had to
So,
build
I
out
think
the
that
place
would
from
be-
the
Yeah, I
bottom.
think the Amiga 500 keyboard is basically the same size. So I think
There's some wild stuff, man.
you were.
I thought,
Well,
they had parts for flying
I hadn't
saucers.
thought about that. You're talking about,
I think you just need, I think you need the black plastic piece and all the
Gravity or gravity system.
from your 500 the keys. You have to put all the keys on there.
I have a dead 500. Well, it's not dead. It's just I have a spare that I couldn't. Okay, do you know the 1 meg hack where you could make it where it used it turns your the 512? Yeah, it wouldn't. No. That did work on it. The 520, the classic 520, it just wouldn't recognize it. It wouldn't work with the 500. I don't know why. I troubleshooted. I thought there was something wrong with the classic 520. I hooked it up to the other one, the other 500 I had. It works perfectly. And so I don't use that other one. It is the same exact revision. It's like, and there was nothing wrong with it. It works perfectly. It just wouldn't work with the 520. And I don't know. But anyway, I have that one. And that was the one I got that had a busted case. That's what it was. It was a busted case. They sold it to me like, oh, it's great. And then I got it in, and it's like it spent obviously some time in the sun. And so it became real brittle. And then, yeah, and it fell apart. So anyway, I have that keyboard, and I was asking some people on like the forums or whatever about using that keyboard with the 1200, and it's a little bit more work than what I was willing to do.
So the membrane for a 1200 comes out of the middle and just has a long tail on it. You see it plugging into the motherboard.
Oh, that's right.
And the
Yeah.
500 has a
It's a
little
really,
keyboard
really
controller that sits up in that little
inexpensive
slot.
but good
Yeah.
telescope.
So its membrane has a little short.
They spin it and it forms that
connector.
convex
Yeah.
shape.
So
And then they have the
think
lens
you
work
just
down
need
with
the
that,
plastic
so they can
bit.
magnify this, what's up in space. It's not good for moving
you just
around.
need
and it
the
looks
plastic
straight up.
plate under here, because it won't have a key spot here, and it'll have the the two little metal.
But then how would I hook it up to the other?
It just goes straight over. I think they're all the same size and have all the same screw holes. I'm not 100% certain, but I think it does.
Really?
Yeah. So you leave the membrane in there that you've got,
Yeah.
and you just trade the black, I don't know what you call it, the thing that pulls all the.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really big on the side.
But that's the one where would I have to take out all those screws and be careful those posts wouldn't fall out? I'll bring that in for next time for him.
There we go. Yeah,
Be careful what you suggest.
No, that's fine, we can try that out.
that'd be fun. Hardware maintenance seminars. Well, I think we're about going to wrap it up here with the stream anyway. So,
That's the way it should have been in the first place.
It looks pretty cool with the white on there.
Dr.
I gotta
C
admit.
hops are key. I think we're going to call it. We got the black keycaps now on the Amiga 1200. Definitely gives it a different look. I feel like it looks like a VIC 20 or something. A little bit more.
Well said.
Mm-hmm.
If you were
One
changing
thing
the case,
for
you'd
use-
almost have to change the Amiga to have dark.
Yeah, really.
The letters show up much better that way.
Yeah. Well, and Ned was asking me, he's like, why are you wanting to do this? I was like, just aesthetics. I always wanted to have, there was never any case modding or anything for something a little different.
That looks really good.
So,
I mean, you're right, it looks like a VIC 20.
Yeah.
that's that. Yeah, I don't have to put the case on it
Take a picture of it.
at some point.
There's this baseball.
Guys, I'm gonna make a run
Oh,
for
yeah.
it.
Adios.
Well, no, it won't fit the cups.
Everyone,
Likewise.
next meeting.
Hey,
Yeah, let me
take
know
care,
if
Dad.
you
Good to see you, man.
can't find that
Guess we'll
cable.
let the jacket there.
That's
I actually do have a toaster for a 2000.
I offered to go
Do
to.
with the case.
Let's see.
Oh, it's over there.
So Greg says hi to everybody remotely.
Great.
Great, really.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Ned was here for a second. Ned was here for a while, but
I ordered 2 of those joysticks that man, I was like, you know what? I'm like, I had to search and find those a little bit. I'm like, you know what? These are the only good, so I ordered a couple of them. You get like free shipping if you spend a certain amount of money. And I was like, these are good. And I just went ahead and pulled the trigger. So I was like, I'd give you a commission or something. They ought to give you a commission or something.
oh my gosh.
I ordered that one, what, 4 or 5 hours, nothing.
Really?
You know what you should do is make yourself like an Amazon influencer person and then share out the link they sell it over there.
Yeah.
A couple bucks.
You got them yet?
No, I just ordered them.
Oh, they come fast. I'm surprised how quickly they come.
That'll be cool. Put this in here.
Alrighty.
I got that one for the CD32, I got that for him.
Well, I think this is going to do it for
He did have a good
us
CD32.
from Dallas Makerspace. This is Texas Nerd House. We will catch y'all next month, if not sooner. Until then, bye, y'all.